In the sky, anything can happen. As much as that sounds scary, you'll be glad these stunts, failed landings, and incredible moments were handled well by trained pros. When Thor tries to land mid-air, passengers on board are about to disembark 2 inches shorter. Watch what happens as a CF-18 prepares for an air show. This flight is brought to you by Duck Brand Duct Tape.
Confirm FedEx 1432 Heavy, clear to land on 18 left. FedEx 1432 Heavy, that is affirmative, 18 left, you are clear to land, traffic mark 5 through after 737. Roger.
Alright folks, you know who to blame for your delayed packages. Here is why you always need cargo protection insurance. They're lucky it happened while they were still on the ground. The rescuer becomes the rescuee. As this Mexican Navy chopper was headed to areas affected by a hurricane, it suddenly spun out of control. JetBlue better promote that, Captain. Remove the flames, and it seems normal. The Matrix is glitching again. When you're in the middle of nowhere, but Amazon Prime still covers it.
Care package on the way.
What an unfortunate ending for such a beautifully restored A-26. They need to give it another chance at a nosedive. OSHA has entered the chat room. The wing flap you'd never want to see on a plane. Let's stop with the typical Ryan air landing jokes, because they delivered. Now, I'm willing to bet as a kid, he wasn't a roller coaster fan either. They're out there because someone on flight didn't set his phone to airplane mode. These wildlife relocators use a gun straight from a SpongeBob episode. People say that Red Bull gives you wings, but they don't mention the vertigo. Speaking of Red Bull pilots, practice makes perfect, and the stunts they do don't come overnight. His Spitfire is taking the name a little too seriously. Watching her face, aerobatic flight training might just be a glorified form of torture. The enemy can rest easy, no eyes in the sky today. Before we proceed, a moment of silence for this perished behemoth. Well, that flight escalated quickly. If he can flick a cone, then flicking the like button wouldn't be too big of a problem. Go ahead and do it now. Avalanche clearers is a job you probably didn't know existed. They trigger avalanches before resorts open to avoid any accidents. Heat-seeking missiles watching this video will be so confused. The Extra 330LX is a stunt plane that's not bound by the rules of physics. Just look at his G counter, and we feel heavy on 1 G already. Aerodynamics warned that flat spins are uncontrollable. This Raptor took it personally.
Oh, no. Has he got it? He's gonna go around. Is he gonna go around? Oh my God, look at it!
Legend has it, every seat needed to be cleaned after the touchdown. Two F-18 fighter pilots were grounded after the Georgia Tech vs. Wake Forest football game. Their flyby needed to be a lot higher than what occurred. When you're chillin', but you suddenly get another plane's Wi-Fi. Be honest, living here is better than having neighbors who have 3 a.m. parties. One of humanity's greatest inventions, the tie-down strap. Imagine getting a bath from a CH-47's 10K liter water tank. The insurance company hates this tire washing trick. They didn't hire a concrete chopper operator, they hired a smooth operator. Forget about Spider-Man swinging for the rescue. He's the true superhero. For the last time before retirement, this F-111 displays a dump and burn that's absolute fire. If you're on a boat, don't expect to win a game of tag with a Chinook. So that's why they call it drop shipping. Pilots used all of his skill points on maxing out accuracy. Somewhere out there, an aircraft marshal just received his severance pay. This happened at Goodyear Airport back in 2020. It's quite ironic how no Goodyears were involved in their landing. When one door closes, another opens. How to give the passengers in the back a heart attack. So that's how clouds are formed. Somebody forgot to switch to winter tires. The Aeroshell aerobatic team gets the rockstar treatment, and rightly so. Boasting a size comparable to a 737-800, the Mi-26 is one of the biggest overpowered choppers to roam the skies. Only the Blue Angels are capable of disproving Newton's laws of gravity. They are absolute chads to turn off the engines too, preserving the props entirely. Moments that are pleasing to the eye, but torture on the ear. There seems to be one imposter in their flock. It has either finished scooping water or wanted to check the ladies on the boat.
Approaching minimums.
When the runway hides, engineering manifests through the autoland.
30. Minimums. 10. 5.
Tip vortices are so stunning, it's hard to believe they're real. The pilot must have forgotten to lock the door back at home. Poor visibility, a crosswind on a storm, and a missing winglet. The odds were stacked against him, but that's how you recognize a great captain. I wonder what kind of ticket those cops would give them for parking there. Even Pete Maverick Mitchell would have a hard time recreating this. Speaking of his movie, you can't expect them to film it without real jets. They dream about flying when they're asleep, too. Taking rising fuel costs 25,000 feet high. Who says only Michael Jackson can do the moonwalk? You may assume that ice is just a slip and slide, but with proper engineering and some snow compaction, C-17s land at Phoenix Airfield, Antarctica without a hitch. Here's a video filed under "Excuses Your Boss Won't Believe" as the reason why you're late. Those two wheels on the right landing gear are true heroes. They reinvented the meaning of running laps around you. It's pretty much common knowledge that bomb jokes are the worst ones you could do mid-flight. In 2023, a Scoot passenger realized just how bad this was when a Singaporean fighter jet arrived. Why does it feel like it's about to transform into Megatron? How nice of them to fumigate everyone with sunscreen. Wonka's Oompa Loompas are very talented aviators, apparently. Ah, the wives won't be happy hearing how they lost $20K tonight. Now, I'm no expert, but doesn't it seem a little too high? Those pilots are rocking it, while I can't even precisely plug in a phone charger. Vapor cones are like fashion for F-35s. Here's your 5-minute timer if you live beside an airport. The crew on board the USS Clackering is simulating emergencies when choppers can't land and must refuel. Hovering for that long can be very exhausting. No other word than teamwork best describes what firefighting squads do. After 34 years of service, Delta bids farewell to a retiring pilot in the most fluid way. Those fish getting sucked up are about to go for the ride of their life. Considering he's a student who landed with 2/3 of the ideal number of wheels, he deserves a license already. Okay, now I want to see it landing back on the trailer. Fun fact, MiGs go full throttle on touchdown in case it doesn't get trapped on the carrier.
100, 50, 40.
There's a first time for everything, and more often than not, it'll be rough. During the Budapest Air Show in 2018, Wizz Air made an epic low pass over the River Danube. And as you see, we're arriving at our destination. But don't fret, more flights of unbelievable aviation moments are taking off soon. Till then, subscribe and share your favorite clip down below. Keep watching our other fun videos through the boxes on screen. Thanks!